So I'm getting baptized just because I feel like God has been calling me more and more to not wait.
I'm getting baptized because I finally got sober after like 2 years of using drugs. And
before I met Christ, my life was empty. I lacked any real purpose. My only purpose was competition in the sport that I chose, which was swimming.
I don't think I would say that I never not believed in God, but I just felt like, He's there and it's fine, but I got it. After college, I moved to Washington State and I lived there for 3 years and my life became pretty difficult.
Basically, before saying yes to the Lord, I was struggling with mental health, and I found that I kind of needed a church to go to. I wasn't raised in a very strong religious household. My dad believed in God, but it wasn't like a strong, sound religious household.
I sinned a lot because I thought that I would be forgiven, and that's not how it works.
In high school, I ran across a group of young men that would sit in my high school lunchroom once a week, and I got curious and started asking questions. One of the guys, he was not a whole lot older than me, maybe 5 years, 6 years. He was the youth pastor at the church that I grew up at, and he and I really got a connection. I started hanging out at church more and more, and he's really the one that first introduced me to the deeper meaning of who Christ is and knowing Christ.
It was really during COVID when they started shutting everything down that I really started asking a lot of questions. Like, it's just all God is just a weekly visit to church, and if I can't do that, why are we even going? And
3 years ago, I decided I wanted to find a church, and I didn't know, I was going place to place, and then I found New Hope. And not long after that, I did decide I wanted to get more involved in the church because I just loved New Hope, and I loved what they were doing and everything like that.
It led me to watching videos of Justin talking online, and so I told him, I was like, I want to go to this church. I want to see what this is all about. And 2 years ago on Easter is when I finally understood what Jesus did for me.
I've had that deeper meaning, and with the help of Christ in my life, I've been able to overcome the addictions, drinking more than I should, or smoking marijuana, whatever it is.
Being baptized as a baby is great, but to do it as an adult, to really understand what that means, it's an incredible feeling.
They mentioned it at one of the services I went to, and I was like, I'm finally sober, I want to get rebaptized.
With baptisms coming up, I've passed a lot of opportunities in these 2 years, a lot of opportunities to get baptized, and I felt like the Lord has just told me, don't wait this time.
If I screw up, that Jesus doesn't condemn me, but rather he says, hey man, it's okay to try again, as long as I know that I need to be better. And going to the Word and listening to what Jesus has to say, it's given me the purpose that I always needed. And that's why I'm getting baptized.
Just to be that example for my kids, that they can make that decision sooner. I wish sometimes I would have known that younger, because I think, man, I could have been so much more alive when I was younger, and now here I am, gonna be 40 this year, and now I really feel like I'm living. So
I came across verse, Exodus 14, verse 14, I'd say a couple months ago at this point, when I was creating and leading a worship set for youth group. And it says, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. And I think that's really true, because I think God has been fighting these battles that I've been dealing with, especially, the more that I come to Him, the more I find that He's fighting those battles for me. I just think overall, the biggest thing is, what's better than getting baptized on Easter?